He started running. The dude, I seen another fast motion start running after him, and it was kind of like a click kind of situation. If you
think that this can work, don't keep cutting me off. I really do think that this can work.
That's what you don't understand is I don't want to work it out.
Him laying there with a bullet to the back of his head, with a bullet to his neck, with 14 bullets to his back.
I'm being so serious when I say this. Some of y'all need to click off this video and not even watch it because it will emotionally ruin you if you're not ready. It is that serious, y'all. This shit affected me. And that's crazy coming from me because I bring y'all real life crazy content. Not even that, I bring y'all the craziest of crazy. And this emotionally f***ed me up. It moved me because of how insane this is. This will literally alter the way you view people and women forever. Yes, I mean that, bro. He literally walked in on the love of his life, his wife, who he literally has a child with. He walked in on her getting destroyed. Excuse my language, bro. He walked in on her going crazy, cheating on him, being unfaithful, whatever phrase you want to use, in her mom's house. And as soon as he found out, as soon as he walked in, he got executed. 1 to the head, 1 to the neck, and 14 shots to the back. Yes, y'all heard that right, to his back.
Him laying there with a bullet to the back of his head, with a bullet to his neck, with 14 bullets to his back.
How does that happen? You get shot in your back when your back is turned away to your executioner. And who's his executioner? The man his girl was being clobbered by, the man his girl was being unfaithful with, the man his girl was being promiscuous with. And when I say this is his wife, when I say this is the mother of his kids, I'm not talking about no old person or somebody who's this guy is 20 years old, bro, or 21. That's how old I am. This is why this shit hits home, because he's literally my age, y'all. This shit is gonna hurt you. To all my guys, I swear to God, when I say this, like this video, I don't give a how long you've been watching me for. Sit up straight and just understand what we're getting ourselves into, because I'm not just gonna tell y'all this story. Please understand that I have footage, secret recordings that she took of him. You know what, I'm not even gonna spoil it. I got videos that she posted on the internet defending herself, because before this incident where he got killed for walking in on her being a thought, before this incident he got shot at and run down in public in a situation where the only people that knew his exact location was her and her best friend. So obviously people were making accusations against her, and she went and posted a YouTube video or whatever video defending herself and explaining her side of the story. And then we got the parents, his parents, weighing in and giving their side to this entire situation. So this shit is about to get crazy real quick, and let's jump right into it. The man I'm talking about here is Tyrie Richardson, and he was 20 years old when he got executed in front of the love of his life. He literally died in her arms, by the way. She held him in his last moments. He fell in love with this woman, and they met each other in high school. So they were together since they were teenagers. And not only that, they had a kid together, right? He had a baby boy at the age of like 19, 20. And if you live in this generation, if you live in this day and age, you know that's a scary ass position to be in. Bro, you can barely afford to live on your own. Y'all know how hard it is out here. So most guys are gonna run away from responsibility. Most guys are gonna literally go grab some milk and leave. He decides to not do that. He decides to actually step in and be a man like you should and take responsibility. He was also self-employed, meaning he was hustling, trying to provide and actually be a stand-up guy. How? Well, he was actually the owner of a food truck called D-Spot.
Bro, it's spanking, dude. Give me a month or two, man. This motherfucker will be up and running. I want y'all support.
And he was a dog breeder, so he would breed dogs and sell the offspring for money, which now that I think about it, that's actually a smart ass idea. And on top of that, he was trying to be a rapper. So you can clearly tell he had an ambition right here, bro, and was trying in life. Like I said, not too many would be as stand up or as taking life seriously with a kid at this young of an age. That's when you got to either throw it in overdrive or dip. He chose the first option. But his downfall started in 2020 when he was approximately 18 or 19 years old. What did he do at that age? He decides to throw a birthday party. So on April 26th of 2020, on his birthday, you can see on the screen right now, they throw a party, they invite a bunch of people. You can tell there's a lot of people around him. After the party, late at night, he stops at a parking lot to smoke. And that's when a random, or I shouldn't say random, that's when a masked demon runs up on him with a gun and literally chases him down in the dead of the night, trying to shoot and end him right there. And who was with him? Who was able to witness this situation? Who were the only two people here? His girl, his wife, the mother of his kids, and her best friend. No one else. Meaning, unless somebody has a fucking helicopter on top of you or has your phone hacked, how the did this gunman know your location? And on top of that, he pulls out a gun and runs you down, meaning he's trying to injure you, meaning he's not trying to rob you. Because if he was trying to rob you, he would have said that and I would have heard it from her mouth. That is clear as day a setup. Let's hear it from her point of view before I continue telling y'all the story.
So April 26th was Tyrie's birthday. And for Tyrie's birthday, I had got somebody to come in, do an at-home massage for him. I had cooked brunch. I had went out. I had got him gifts. We had went out to dinner with his family, and then we went to the club. She came. Tyrie's brother had came, and Tyrie's brother's friends had came. So mind you, like, she drunk. She ends up throwing up outside the club. She's literally like has the door open outside the black truck, like with her head out, like she bent, like she twisted.
Wait. Start over, Monty. Come on, Monty. We about to go to the car.
Wait, bitch, you gotta throw up some more. Come on, hurry up. Get this shit out.
Me and this girl, we had fell out a couple months before this. We didn't start hanging out with each other up until March, right before I went to Miami to get my surgery. So when he pulls into the parking spot, he put the car in park, he started rolling up a J. He never was going into the house. He never was like leaving us in the car or nothing like that. He was getting out to hit his J.
God damn. Hey, in a moment like this, bro, I'm turning into somebody faster than you say it. Bro, my fucking legs are Rock Lee after he took off them weights. Can you imagine the adrenaline rush you'll get when you have a fucking demon chasing you, trying to inch you? Your legs, you can't even feel them anymore. But y'all see this man running for his life? Realistically, it's two scenarios. Y'all heard what she said, and it could be that, I mean, this is his neighborhood, by the way, that he pulled up to. So it wasn't his house, but it was his neighborhood. Meaning it could be somebody who was waiting for him in the dead of the night and coincidentally, randomly noticed that his car pulled up and is parked and decides to try to kill him or hurt him. Or either his girl or her best friend shared his location to whoever this masked person that chased him down when he parked up at the parking lot, because they're the only people with him and they're the only people that know exactly where he is and have phones on them that they can share the location. I'm not going to sit here and blame her outright because I can't, but I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Get in the comments to let me know if you think she set him up here or you think it's just a random coincidence. Because the way this piece of shit is chasing him down, that's not the chase of somebody you're trying to even rob, bro. You're chasing somebody you want to hurt right here. Look at that, bro. They're both running full stride. I'm talking about full max leg length. Look at this. Bro, it looks like the second guy is faster.
I jumped in the driver's seat. I put the car in drive and I started driving in the direction where Tyrie ran. Now, mind you, it was not as quick as like, he started running. The dude, I seen another fast motion start running after him, and it was kind of like a click kind of situation. If you ever been in a situation where, you know, it's happening fast, stuff kind of slowed down. So I'm like, I gotta get myself together. I literally jump in the driver's seat, put the car in drive, and I start driving in the direction of where he ran to. Now, when I'm driving, I got the windows down. I roll the windows down. I'm literally calling his name out from the car, like Tyrie, like yelling his name out. And I'm like, we like, come to the car. And so I don't hear no commotion. I don't hear like no rustling. I don't hear him. So
he's running for his life. Of course. Why the bro? He barely has time to breathe. He probably can't even respond if he wanted to. You need every molecule of energy in your body to be focused on running, and that guy behind him was faster. It literally, bro, he looked faster. I'm surprised he didn't catch up to him and actually hurt him. Talking about you didn't hear anything or no commotion. No, duh, bro, he's running for his life. And it's dark outside, so you're trying to like play hide and seek too. In the sense of if there's like a hill or something and you run right over it. If there's a bush, you're trying to, bro, his mind isn't trying to think of anything but survival in that instant. The last thing he wants to do is get in the car that a girl is driving, bro. Then he's really cooked. What the fuck? You got this demon chasing you. I'm not even gonna elaborate, bro. Y'all get it. That's the last resort, bro. I'd rather take my chances running with my legs than
I don't hear like no rustling. I don't hear him. So I start circling the neighborhood. Our neighborhood had one entrance on one side, another entrance on another side. So I'm literally going out of one entrance into the other one, like circling, yelling his name out. So the last time that I circled, it's a police car parked in the library that was adjacent to our neighborhood. The library was one entrance. You go down a little bit, our neighborhood was the next entrance over. So I see a police car parked in the parking lot of the library. Mind you, we live in Crofton. It's a predominantly white area. It's not too much going on. For the most part, it's quiet, it's peaceful. You know, like some days we leaving our doors unlocked, like getting comfortable. Like it's one of those type of neighborhoods. I start hitting my horn and like getting my lights and like flagging the officer down. He put his lights on and start following me into the neighborhood.
And that's what she had to say about it. I don't know why the video quality was bad, bro. I tried to look up her social media and I couldn't find it. This is the only video of the videos that she posted where, you know, clearly she's telling her side of the story that I could find. So the quality is not my fault. But anyways, y'all heard it from her own voice, from her own story. After this, he was suspicious of her, so much so to the point where he like spoke about it with his parents and friends, as I understand, in the sense of being confused as to how this person found him and was able to run him down. So I'm gonna throw that out there. But before I say anything else, and before we get to the climax, before we get to the situation that actually made him lose his life, I want to show y'all this secret recording she took of her conversations with him, where he was basically trying to keep their relationship together and their family together and not tear it apart. Let's watch it together. I haven't seen all this. I've seen a good portion of it, but let's listen in.
You should have come to work and show for my child, for you, for all the shit I dragged you through for the last 4 years, you know. I honestly feel as if our next 6 months is going to be so great of our relationship that you will be able to just forget about everything that's happened in the past. I just really think you would see a greater change. I don't like when you tell me it's no more, because I really got faith in this shit. I really do care. Listen, that this can work. Don't keep cutting me off. I really do think that this can work. I know we can work it out. I want to do this shit with you without my home, without you being in my home, without you being here. It sucks. It's empty.
Wow.
Yesterday, I was fucking in my room all day. I can't keep doing
Why would she be recording this, by the way? And not just recording it, but this shit is on the internet, meaning either she posted it or somebody leaked it. Let's finish listening to this before I finish that thought, because it is a sad, wicked world we live in, bro. The one person you're supposed to trust, and like a serious question to all my guys that have been through shit in life. Bro, do you ever think you can actually relax and like open up? I don't think you can, bro. Dead ass. Like, to all the real ones, bro, you really never could. You really can never fully open up with anybody in life ever, period. Seriously. Not your future wife, not even your parent, not even your mom, bro. Nobody. Because what do most people do, whether the harm is intentional or not, when you open up to people, especially like your trauma or your whatever you've gone through in life that really f***ed you up, or whatever it is that you're holding in, if you open up to other people about it, regardless of how close they are to you at the time, they can always use it against you in the future, bro, or use it to harm you or hold it over your head. So as a man that's been through shit, can you really ever open up to anybody? Because what if you find yourself in his position right here? I don't know what he's about to say. I mean, we heard the first, minute? Like, you're talking to somebody about something intimate or something important, sincere, whatever it is, and your girl's out here secretly recording you. I don't even think he knew about these recordings because he died, and this shit, as I understand it, was whatever it was. She posted it or it got leaked to the internet after he died. Maybe they used this in a trial. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, he probably didn't even know about these recordings that we're listening to right now, that we are able to listen to. I'm just pointing out how wicked people can be. And that if you're a man who, like, bro, you really can never open up. And that's a dark, crazy thought to sit on. And I'm not talking about the boys that talk about going to therapy, bro. Go ahead, go to therapy, bro. As soon as the time is over with, he doesn't give a about what you had to tell them and all your problems. They're paid to just listen to you, by the way, just letting y'all know. And I'm not neglecting or saying that it shouldn't exist. Of course it should. And some people do need it. But I'm talking about, like, bro, as guys, you would never be able to get yourself to do it because you know it's fake. Like, the only therapist you have is God, bro. Straight up. This is just my thoughts as I listen to this. I'm about to unpause it here in a second, bro. But when I really sit here and think about all this shit, bro, if you're a man, your only therapist is God. He's the only one you can speak to and go to with your problems without fear of being betrayed. Hold on, bro.
I can't keep living like this. I don't want to be with nobody else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you know. I honestly don't know what to say. I can just tell you I'm sorry because I literally done a lot of shit that's weighed this relationship down. I've done a lot of shit that can make you hate me. I've done a lot of shit that will make you look the other way when I could be saying something right. But I just want you to open your mind up and just to see every day we losing a house.
So
Me being with my child every day. A bunch of shit. Like, I don't want to lose my love with you. I don't want to have to restore all that shit. And then we come back to each other and we work it out. And then we have to do all that again. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to start from baby steps again. I'm just asking you to try, baby. Any sign of me cheating, any sign of me doing anything wrong, you can leave. You can go right out the door.
That's what you don't understand is I don't want to work it out. In order to work it out, no.
And you know what's gut wrenching about this, y'all? And I'm not saying this is, I don't know what he was, bro. I don't know what type of person he was in a relationship, right? Realistically speaking, most people aren't perfect and they both probably did stupid dumb shit to each other or hurt each other. Bro, this is life. No one is perfect. Straight up, right? So arguments, y'all know how this shit goes down. So I'm not saying this as if he's like a perfect man. No one is. But goddamn, did y'all just hear what she said, bro? Imagine how gut-wrenching that is to hear a woman say she doesn't want to work it out with you, knowing that she's not just a girl you're with. Bro, she literally is the mother of your child. Meaning you're bonded with her for life. Meaning if you're a good man and you're trying to actually be in your child's life and you don't come from a broken family, from a broken home, you've seen your parents fight it out and go at it and still remain together because they both value the family unit above everything else and above the hate that they might harbor for each other momentarily whenever they fight. If you're that type of man, bro, hearing some shit like this is the worst thing you can hear. Knowing that you up, knowing that you had a child with the wrong woman, knowing that you're trying to, I mean, we all heard what he said, bro. We're going to be losing our house, our family. Our kid is not going to have both of his parents in his life. That is a terrifying reality to find yourself in. But this would put it, hold on.
Wait, let me finish.
I know you don't want to. I
Listen,
already understand you don't want to work it out. And I know why. Because it takes me this long to try to
Okay, so listen.
put it together.
I'm not done
but
talking.
that's
You
not
just
the
cut
way
me
I
off.
want to
You
go.
just cut me off. You just cut me off. So can I talk?
Yes.
In order to work something out, both people have to want it.
Yes.
And I don't.
And I'm just asking.
So I'm telling you how this is gonna go.
I just don't think we should be like this, babe. You're trying to run the show, and I just think you should just give me an opportunity to fix it with our relationship. Like, I'm so down on this shit. I'm so mentally broken. I really want to fix my home, bro.
You're so mentally broken.
Babe, I've been through a lot of shit. You've been through a lot too. I'm not knocking that, bro. I'm not knocking that. At the end of the day, you went through shit when it was most trauma and you were having a baby. I was a terrible boyfriend. I was never there. I was absent. I wanted to smoke J's more than worrying about my family and making sure y'all straight. Just worry about getting high, stimulation in my marriage, shit like that. I'm not worried about that shit though.
You see what I mean? I told y'all, he's obviously not a perfect man. No one is. Everybody has their faults. But you can tell who has a priority in mind, and I can't even say, yeah, who has a priority in mind and who doesn't. It just sucks that there's a child involved. Honestly, that's the worst part. That is the worst part about this, period. I don't even say that. Again, why was this recorded, bro? It's just the thought of being secretly recorded that like pisses me off about this, because what was she going to use this for? To expose him for begging her to stay in his life? To use it against him in a sense of showing him in a, I don't know, degrading way? Even though this isn't really degrading, it's literally him trying to keep his family unit intact and actually realizing that he messed up in the past, trying to work things together and make the future better than the past. I just don't know why she recorded this, bro. This is some good ass insight onto what was going on, though. I'll say that.
I honestly have a clear head. I honestly think about putting my family in. I honestly thinking about still being able to stand. So if emergencies come, if you crash your car, shit happen, I'll be able to put us back on our feet like that. That's my shit. I don't want to lose you, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna think about losing you because that shit is hard for me to endure, bro. Definitely the day before Christmas, like I keep telling you. Never had a Christmas with you, bro. Just wanna try to spend time with you, at least try to enjoy my life with you while I can. I only had one life. We already had a kid. We already started a family. Let's get this shit right while we can, before it's too late.
That's what I'm telling you, Tyrie.
It's not too late, baby, because we're right here talking. It's not too late. We're right here talking. It's not too late. We still there together. It's not too late. It's not too late.
I'm still here?
What?
Because I work here.
Okay, and I'm asking you to just love me
I feel bad for
again.
Bug that he has to get
I'm just
used to
asking
it.
you to love me again,
So,
babe. I'm just
the
asking
part
you to love me again, babe. I'm
is
asking you to,
convenient.
please, I'm just asking you to love me again. I'm just
My
asking
son's
you to,
stuff is here.
I'm just
And
asking you.
until I'm able to...
You're not moving. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to do all that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I want you to just see positivity out of the
It's
situation.
no positivity.
It is positive.
You know what's crazy? You can tell off her tone and the way she's talking to him. And this is the part that hurts to listen to, is like she already has her mind made up and nothing you can say is going to change it. And at that point, you got to just pack it up and just leave it at that and just eat that. And what's crazy is, regardless of the emotions attached here, in a sense of life and your future, instead of trying to repair and build and give a second chance to the man you already have a child with and have been with since your teenage years. Y'all have been together since high school, bro. So I believe since they were like 16 or something. Y'all have been together for 4 years and have a child together. Meaning if you are able to fix this and repair it, you will be so much well off than to get clobbered and slobbered and used by other men and having multiple kids from multiple guys. Just being seen as that, bro, and no one really taking you serious after that. I don't give a bro. I speak my mind. It's really those two options, but it sounds like there's really nothing he could say to make her change her mind. It's over with, bro. You gotta just eat this bullet. This is just one of those situations life throws at you. You just have no choice but to eat, and it sucks to listen to. I'm not even in his life. This just sucks to listen to.
Making it negative. If I'm telling you, it's still positive.
I
If I'm
just
telling
your head open.
babe, and I'm fine. I'm still seeing positivity. Okay, I'm still seeing positivity. You're the one who's painting a negative on the situation. Like, you not understanding, you laughing at me, bro.
Is negative.
It's not,
I can't
because I'm right here. I'm
it's
trying to work this
negative.
shit out. I'm right here trying to work this shit out. I'm right here trying
to work this out. And a week ago, you punched me in my face.
And I've done that. And I've told you that. I've done that.
Got on top of me and choked me.
Babe, but you gotta understand, I'm out of town for 4 days. I come back home. And
you come back
that
home.
I have is just fucking.
With bitches' numbers in your phone. You're on the phone with bitches while I'm in the kitchen.
Right.
You're in the living room.
I was
Hold on.
No bitch while you was in the kitchen and I was in the living room.
You didn't know
I swear to God. I swear to God, I wasn't on the phone with no bitch in the living room while you was in the kitchen. I would never do no shit like that. I wouldn't even call no bitch in my house with you right here. That's so disrespectful. You might have thought I was on the phone with a bitch.
You were.
I wasn't.
Okay. Well, besides,
I wasn't on the phone with a bitch. I'm telling you, I wasn't on the phone with a bitch in the living room with you right here. I wouldn't even do no shit like that.
Okay, so maybe I just misheard. But
maybe you misheard. Like I said, I wouldn't do no shit like that. Like, that's beyond disrespectful. I would be super mad you did some shit like that to me.
We gotta digest and dissect that. That explains why she was just done with him. That explains her tone. And I told you, bro, listening to the way she spoke and the way he talked, that's not a tone of what the f is the word? Reconciliation? Hold on. Reconciliation? Whatever the word is, bro, where you bring shit together back. Nah, that is the tone of it's over with. So she's basically insinuating that he was cheating on her. And I guess when she confronted him about it, he hit her with a Mike Tyson hook. We don't know all the details to what the f caused him to do that. But obviously, like, I don't condone hitting people, bro. Straight up. Unless they try to go at you or they do something insane to you. But it really depends on if that's a one-off situation or not. If that's a one-off situation in the sense of like something caused it to go down, I can let it pass. But if you just beat on your girl for no reason, unwarranted, just to abuse her, then you're a piece of shit. Straight up. And that's not a good trait to have. And of course, no duh, Sherlock, she's going to leave you like she should. So it's really context that is important in that last statement. Like, was it a one-off situation where he rocked you because of something you said or did, or a situation between y'all and this was the only time he did this shit in all the years you've been with him? That's a different story. Or was he just always punching you in your jaw whenever y'all argued or something? And that's different. That's wrong. Regardless, it explains why she wants to leave him. And it's just up that there's a kid involved, bro. And after this, they were in a weird position where they were still together, but not together. Like, I'm not seeing anything that says a divorce. So they were still legally married or just married, and they have their kid who they're sharing. But she left his house and went to live with her mom. And that's when this happened. So let me break this down and tell y'all what happened from my own words. Then I have the official story right here from the court. So this happened in June 13th, 2022, where he showed up to her house at around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, or I should say her mom's house where she was at, trying to fix things, trying to get back together, trying to, or I should say just fix the relationship, reconciliate or reconciliation, whatever the word is, bro. He tried to do that with her. And when he got in the house, I assume the mom opened the door or he has a key to it. I don't know, but somehow he got into the house. And when he entered her room, he saw a scene no one would ever wish on their worst enemies. Actually, I do wish it on my worst enemy. But anyways, he walked in on her being unfaithful and sleeping with another man. And that is when he got shot 16 times by a man named Terrence Kenneth Yancey. 1 shot to the head, back of the head, I should say, 1 in the neck, and 14 in his back. and Yancey fled the scene and the house and was hunted down later on. Now let me read it verbatim for y'all. Following a week-long trial, a Calvert County jury on April 17th, 2023 convicted Terrence Kenneth Yancey of voluntary manslaughter in the shooting death of Tyrie Richardson. The jury also convicted Yancey of 2 firearms violations, 4 counts of reckless endangerment, and 1 count of destruction of evidence. He faces a total of over 40 years incarceration, which he got 18 years, and he has to serve a minimum of half of that. So this person is serving minimum 9 years before being eligible for parole. Evidence revealed that Mr. Richardson entered a home in the early morning hours of June 13th, 2022 to attempt a reconciliation with his ex-girl. When he entered her bedroom, he was met with a hail of gunfire from Yancey. All told, Yancey fired 16 shots and then fled the residence. A massive manhunt ensued and Yancey was ultimately captured 24 hours later in a wooded area in Dunkirk. The Attorney General stated that this was a well-tried case. In addition to witness testimony, the state presented over 300 pieces of physical evidence for the jury's consideration, and I am pleased that we were able to bring justice to the family of the victim. Speaking of the family, let's listen to his own parents, what they had to say about this, directly from them.
The 911 tape was revealed. There was a few attempts to try to resuscitate him. The dog, the family dog that lived in the house, was more important than my son's body. Laying dead. She was looking for her dog. Whatever the dog, King, whatever the name was, in the 911 tape, it says she's yelling out the door for the dog. My son is laying in the bedroom, dead.
When a girl loses feelings for you, you're dead to her, bro. As cold as that is to say, that is probably the best proof of that.
Not only seeing our son's body shot up, because in court and trial you see the real life pictures. Not only seeing him laying there with a bullet to the back of his head, with a bullet to his neck, with 14 bullets to his back. Not only did it hurt us to see that, we learned the truth behind the story.
And that's what his parents had to say. When I told you she posted YouTube videos or whatever kind of videos to tell her side of the story, this is what I meant. Let's listen to how she felt or how she viewed this story. This is the last thing we're going to listen to, and then we're out of here. Let's go.
He comes to my mom's house unannounced. He did not tell me that he was coming. We didn't have no conversation. We literally laid down in the bed. We was taking shots a little bit, like, so we sleepy. It's 3 in the morning. I wake up to shots. It's gunshots, like it's 16 shots. And like 16 shots, that happens fast, but like when you in a room or like next to something like that, like it just seems like it's going on forever.
And that is it. That was a lot to get through. That took a lot of energy away from me, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. Damn. If you and her don't prioritize God in your relationship, you don't have no protection or shield to save you from how wicked and fucking cruel it is out here. That's my conclusion from all of this, bro. If you got a God-fearing wife and you're God-fearing, it won't get rid of arguments and the normal human being shit, but it'll at least put some light in both of y'all's hearts to not do crazy shit to each other. That's honestly the only positive I can give y'all from this situation. Other than that, it's all negative, bro. Because, wow, that was a fucked video. I can't even tell you to be careful, bro. I really can't. Like, this is the crazy part. I remember when I first started out on YouTube, bro, and I was 17, 18 making these videos. I remember being so straightforward in the way I spoke about guys who find themselves stuck with a bad girl or vice versa. I used to look at it from a straightforward lens, like, damn, bro, did you really not look at this? Or did you really not peep all the warning signs and notice this and that and not? I just remember my tone being straightforward. I remember thinking about it straightforward as well. Like, don't do this won't happen to you. But now, bro, it's different. Even if you're a good person and you do shit right, this can still happen to you. No one is safe. And that's the scary part. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll see you on the next one.